Okay, you guys wanted an update. It's been a few years. I'm gonna update you guys. I've seen the comments. People want videos. What happened to tea time? And then, you know, one guy's like, was wondering if I died, and then I saw someone responded, and someone went and checked my Instagram and said, no, he's just running ultra marathons now and not really climbing. So that was cool. Lots of people just said, you know, make a new video. When's a new video coming? When are you gonna make a new video? Lots of stuff has happened in the last few years, and just honestly, like seeing all the comments and people wanting a video, like, here's the video. You guys get an update, and then possibly where the channel goes from here. So obviously lots has changed. Kelly, we met at a ultra marathon that my media company was filming, and she was racing it. And then shortly after that, we went to another ultra together. And I think that was when we officially started dating, and we've been together ever since. And now she's getting into mountaineering and you know, that whole deal. Starting easy and then, like, you know, slowly amping it up as we can. She's incredible. Best thing to ever happen to me by a long shot. And if we continue the channel, she'll be on the channel continuously. I guess I haven't posted in a few years. To be honest, I stopped climbing for a couple years. I went down this like entrepreneurial journey, and I had a few different businesses. I had a furniture company, and we were making custom high-end furniture, and that took a lot of my time. And then I also had a marketing business that was nationwide, and I serviced the entire nation, was flying around everywhere, and did really well. The company did good. And but I was servicing basically any industry, any market, whoever would pay me, because I just needed money, right? Like, I just needed to get paid. I left a big career type job, you know, good schedule, good retirement, good salary, and got into media. So that's where I went and disappeared to. And now, you know, fast forward a few years of that, I've decided I don't like serving every industry. I don't have any relation to all these, whatever industry wants media, you know, I don't care. And so we've decided that we should niche down to just what we love. And so we're back in only the mountain industry and then the ultra running industry, which I love as well. So, you know, hiking, backpacking, ice climbing, mountaineering, ultra running, or not ultra running, but just running brands, outdoor brands. It could be a camp chair, I don't care. Just stuff that we love to do, right? Like, instead of oil and gas and, you know, like billion-dollar homes that I was filming. I just don't care. And so is your outdoor brand struggling with awareness even though your product is needed? It may be because your product is being marketed by people who don't understand your brand. They've never been tired, they've never been cold, and it's because they're too scared to be scared. We are one of the only marketing partners that works with professional climbers and 100+ mile ultra marathon runners. At Ultra Nomadic Media, we don't market outdoor gear from behind a desk. We understand your customer because we are your customer. Our team holds course records in 100-mile ultra marathons.
To mountaineering, ice climbing, and backcountry travel, we actually do the thing your customers do. This isn't staged marketing. This is our life.
Not only are we outdoor enthusiasts, but we're also professionals in the marketing industry, and we can back it up. I have industry records in return on ad spend. We manage your entire digital ad system, from content, top of funnel, nurture campaigns, and conversion. Or if you have an in-house digital ads team, we handle professional photo and video specifically for paid ads and social. We work with a small group of outdoor brands so that we can stay close, stay efficient, and stay connected. And our media van has the world's largest electrical system to ever be put into a van or an RV, so that we can have extremely fast turnaround time on our video projects. So if you're building real gear for real conditions and you want your marketing to reflect that, apply to work with us today. I will show you what I'm using now. Some of this isn't by choice, and I'll explain that, but because that's what the channel's based on, so I'm gonna update you guys on what I'm using in the mountains now. So I don't know if you guys remember, a few years ago I had a van that I was building out, and me and my buddies were going up in the mountains in it and stuff and using it to climb just locally, like, but I still had a house. And so Kelly and I don't remember who brought it up. Was it you?
I think you initially brought it up, and then one day I came home from work and brought it up.
So yeah, like the whole van life thing has always been so attractive to me, and I'm just like, man, I'm getting older and older and older, and it's like a true dream of mine. If I could think of a dream that I have, especially as a younger adult, like that was my dream. And so as I've gotten older, I just kind of let it go. But I shared that with Kelly, and then one day she came home and she was like, the van thing. And I was like, yeah. And then
Let's do it.
And you know, why not? Like, why wouldn't you do it? You just do it, right? And so I just thought, okay, let me, you know, think about that. Ultra Nomadic Media is the name of our business now. It's very niche. We are nomadic, and we serve the ultra industry and, you know, the mountain industry. I thought, well, can we do that and be traveling full time? And you know, I did some research on electrical systems. Like back when I did my van, an electrical system that could run multiple editing computers just didn't really exist. And now this electrical system is more powerful than our house. And so, and as far as I know, it's the most powerful electrical system to ever go in a vehicle, or a van or an RV. So it's an equivalent 2,400 amp hours, which is massive. So yeah, we can, and actually will be probably more beneficial. We will live basically in the mountains and, you know, running and traveling the country, going to all these different races and climbs, and that way, you know, our workstation is in the van, so our turnaround time is super fast. As soon as we get off the mountain, we can, you know, deliver the content. So it's way faster than having to fly around the country, fly home, you know, unwind, start editing the content for an industry that you don't even care about. This is just so much more sustainable. And so I'm thrilled and excited to do that. This van's not done, but it will be soon. And but we still have been using the heck out of it because we put the electrical system in it. We drove it down to Goodyear, Arizona. I ran cold water Rumble 100, and the van was amazing. Like, just having it was amazing. I've got the diesel heater in here already, so, you know, when we're up here in the mountains, we're warm. We got a 12-volt AC. That with our electrical system, I can run continuously forever, never worry about it. And it's the big Sprinter too. It's the big 170 extended, so it's awesome. Kelly won her last 100-mile ultra. She placed first and set a course record by 4 hours, so that's pretty awesome. So I'll show you guys my kit, and I said some of this is by choice. It's not because I'm cool and signed a no compete or something with the brand. It's because all my climbing gear, basically other than this, was stolen. And I don't know if you remember, you probably do. I had a ton of gear. I don't even know, like so many sets of ice tools, so many sets of ice screws, you know, all the stuff, tons of ropes, all the go fast, light Alpine stuff, and all the, you know, more traditional rope stuff, rock stuff. I had a store of gear basically, and it's all gone. So I'll show you what I have, and it does work really well. So, and the reason why I have some of the good stuff is because I always kept a bag just loaded and ready to go. It had crampons, it had an axe on it, had a helmet on it, and so I had that bag with me, and that's all I had. So literally everything else is gone. It kind of really broke my heart at first, you know. Well, it does, but that's like was my life, and you know, there's more to life than mountains, but a lot of that stuff took me to some amazing places, but then also it's hard to replace because it's just very expensive. I'm wearing a single boot right now because my Scarpa Phantom Techs are gone. And I also had the La Sportiva G5 Evos, those are gone. All my ice tools are gone. My Edelrid Beast crampons, which are my, you know, fancy ice climbing crampons, are gone. I still have my Petzl Sarkins, which are super awesome, very reliable Alpine crampon, but you know, they're not as aggressive as the Edelrid Beast for proper ice. So I have to rebuild. I don't want to dwell on that for too long. I just want to share what happened. Like, I've accepted it in maybe a positive way, that like, you know, it's just stuff I can rebuild, and maybe it will open up some opportunities for me. I don't know. You know, we have this media company. We literally are filming some incredible stuff. So we also run digital ads. So we offer a lot. You know, it might open some opportunities up with some brands and stuff that I've worked with in the past. Black Diamond Speed, you know, just a standard Alpine pack. This thing is bomb proof. If I were to grab one that had to last forever, it'd be this pack. It's not like the most feature rich or the most comfortable, but it will last forever. And Osprey Mutant over there, her pack, it's more comfortable. The shoulder straps are better, the hip straps better, you know, but it will not outlast the Speed pack. And the zipper is already, it's starting to create some resistance, and I've oiled it once already. And so, and you know, this may be, this is like brand new. Like, all my packs are like brand new because I just bought them for testing, right? So the Speed is a bomb-proof pack. Like, if you could have one, it's the Speed for sure. And the other thing I like about the Speed is it has a proper brain. The Osprey Mutant 22 does not, and so that sucks. The Edelrid, this is their Curve helmet, which, you know, I've had for a while. It's, if you could have one helmet, it wouldn't be this one. This is like a luxury helmet. It's the lightest helmet in the world, or at least it was. I wouldn't recommend it unless you've got two. I would get, you know, they have a black one that's kind of a middle ground between a hard shell and this. But this is great. It will explode if it gets hit with a rock or something like that. But you know, the Curve is stronger than carbon fiber, so it is a strong helmet where it matters. And then this is pretty much just foam. So some people just refuse to use these types of helmets, and I totally understand. But I have. So, and then I let Kelly use the Petzl Meteor, which is a lot more. It's a much stronger helmet. It does have foam on the inside, but it's a much stronger helmet.
It's for my clumsiness.
Oh man, there's a lot of that. But you know what? We did Mount St. Helens. That was her first mountain, like, you know, in an alpine environment. It was snowy, like, you know, proper winter conditions.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Her and I made it to the summit faster than I've ever made it to the summit. So, I mean, she's very fast, and never wore crampons before.
Nope.
Flew up the mountain. It was awesome. And then we just came off of a local peak here to me. It's a little more technical than Helen's, and she did phenomenally. So Petzl Sarkin, as you know, these things have, man, I'm glad these things made it. These things have saved my, well, just, they've been around. And great. This is the Gravel G0 axe. This one I just keep. It's old but good. It's kind of sentimental. It's been everywhere, and I let Kelly use my good regular walking tool, but and it's a climbing technology. And it's not a proper straight shaft, and this one is. So this is a little less comfortable, but it's what I got, and it works awesome. So I was able to save some jackets. This is my Rab Microlight. It's just because it's a warmer day. I still have a Rab Positron Pro, which is a 6,000 meter jacket. And I've got a Neutrino from old Neutrino, which is kind of just a keepsake, but I still wear it. And that's technically a 4,000 meter jacket, but it's very old, and it's, you know, no longer lofty. Like, it just isn't as warm. And then I have a Infinity, but other than that, that's it. And I used to have like 40 big parkas, so they're all gone. Best midweight glove I've ever used in my life. I know I had the glove video. I don't remember what these are called, but I'll put it here on the screen. These are just warmer than they should be, and you have very, very good dexterity. Of course by Rab, and you know, I'm a Rab fanboy. I'm friends with them, but like I would genuinely buy their stuff. Like I got accused all the time of like Rab paying me to say certain things and stuff like that, and they gave me good deals and discounts and whatever. But it's genuinely the best stuff I've ever used. And you can see I'm wearing an Arc'teryx jacket. This is an Arc'teryx Atom, and it's fantastic. I do think, because I've used it, the Rab Summit VR is better. It's just a little warmer, because this is just a soft shell and there's nothing on the inside, and the Rab Summit VR has a light fleece lining, but they both breathe super well. So if they both breathe as well, I would take the warmer one. Black diamond guides, you know, a staple. If it's snowy, I bring them. I have, other than these pants that are mine, those are the Rab Ascenders. They're typically an ice climbing pant. These are my only soft shell that I have left. These are the Rab Kinetic Alpine pants, which are technically a waterproof pant that I would not be wearing, you know, to go climbing unless I was going through thick vegetation or something. But they breathe so well and they're fine. You wouldn't know that they're waterproof wearing them. They feel just like a soft shell, but all my soft shells are gone, of course. It's funny, I didn't even talk about it, but the Petzl Bendy is like this crazy ultralight headlamp that I use for running ultras because it's so light I can't even feel it on my head, but I just love it entirely. It's not super bright, so you know, if you're doing a lot of route finding or if it's a mountain you're unfamiliar with, maybe not, but it's bright enough and it weighs nothing. It's rechargeable, and I always just leave my headlamps on the lowest setting until I need to see something, and I just don't even feel it. It never bothers me. They're pretty affordable, and they just work well, so I really like that headlamp. I also like the light splay. Like, I'm very particular. I don't want a spotted headlamp. It's a nice even splay. And then the only boot I still have, I'm big into boots. Can you see it? Can you see it? You can see it, right? Yeah, oh yeah. Loa Alpine Expert. You know, fortunately, this is my favorite single boot. My feet are super wide from these ultras. This is a nice wide boot. It's a size 49, I think. I don't know if you remember, but they had the Loa Alpine Expert and then they had the Loa Weisenhorn. And the Alpine Expert had less insulation in it, and the Weisenhorn was like their big boot to compete with like the Nepal and the Mont Blanc. And then they did away with the Weisenhorn, and then the Alpine Expert became the competitor, so it was very, very confusing. So this is just a comparable to a Mont Blanc or a Nepal. And for my feet, they're just phenomenal. They're not as warm as a 1.5 boot. I definitely miss my Phantom Techs. Like, you know, those were like a super finesse boot, but these things will last longer, and you know, I'm happy that I still have them at least. Kelly?
Well, if you haven't figured it out already, all the gear I have, except for my boots and my crampons and my leggings underneath these pants, it's all yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
His pants are pretty warm. They're Rab.
Yeah.
His jacket, I think it's called a soft shell, right?
That's a fleece.
Okay, the fleece. It's also Rab. It kept me pretty warm.
A really, really good fleece, by the way. It has a soft shell outer and then a fleece inner, and it breathes really, really well. But you know, a lot of fleeces I don't like because they don't breathe that well. This one's really good. I think this is called the Alpha Flux or the Super Flux, but I'll put it on the screen.
But yeah, it kept me pretty warm. And then I also have his sun hoodie.
Rab Pulse sun hoodie.
It's pretty cozy too. Here's my boots.
Yeah. What are those?
I don't even know.
La Sportiva Equilibrium.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They keep my feet pretty warm.
Yeah.
I have no complaints on them. They're pretty good.
Yeah. I wanted that boot for a while. It's just a super fast, lightweight, you know, but my feet just get cold, so I just don't want to go away from the traditional mountain boot, but she seems to really like them.
They're pretty good, and so far they're keeping my feet pretty warm. I thought my feet would be cold on St. Helens and everything, but they weren't at all. Yeah.
So yeah, and then her parka that she's carrying is, I think you've got the Rab Infinity in your pack, but she usually carries my Positron Pro, which is a 6,000 meter coat, so it just looks humongous on her.
At least I'm warm and cozy.
But it's warm. So, you know, that's the update. So, we have a channel, and it's gonna, you know, focus on our life as we, you know, travel the country and stuff. And so that's Taylor and Kelly Ultra Nomadic. You can find it in the description. I'd love it if you subscribe if you want to see that stuff. And then, you know, I'm trying to figure out how to keep this channel alive too. Do you guys want gear reviews or do you want climbs? Because if you want climbs, it's going to be hard for me to pick. I really want the Taylor and Kelly channel to grow. Especially because it has the Ultra Nomadic name in it, which is the name of our company. It's just a branding thing. But if you guys want gear reviews, that could be a good thing. So, does my reviews smack? but they really do. I'm a freaking expert. Just kidding. I won't put that in. I'm putting it in. Anyways, this video's too long, but you know, you guys, honestly, like I wouldn't have made a video except, you know, the comments were very supportive and I appreciate that. And so, thank you. It's really nice. And, you know, life's about to get hectic in the best way possible. I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. Yeah, whatever.
Get out of here. We're done.
All right, then. Let's go get some coffee. You want coffee?
I want coffee.
Okay.